Nam yo ho ninge cho 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 nam yo ho ninge.
Hi, I'm Margaret, and this is the channel where we take Buddhist philosophy and practice and apply it to the problems and concerns of everyday life. I've been asked to discuss on Shih Tzu the word for slander. And I've heard this word slander, but I've never really been completely sure of what it meant from a Buddhist perspective. So I researched it and came to understand that it's an important topic for this vlog, where we've been discussing why people might not be getting benefit from the practice. I had an idea of what slander was, but wanted to be more specific. So I looked up the definition in the dictionary and saw this: vilify, defame, libel, defile, detract, depreciate, disparage, belittle, backbite, and speak evil. In the 14 Slanders, Nichiren says that there's no difference when a sage chants the Daimoku and the blessings we receive when we chant it. However, there is a difference if one chants the Daimoku while acting against the intent of the sutra. I'm going to repeat that. There is a difference if one chants the Daimoku while acting against the intent of the sutra. As Daisaku Ikeda says in Faith into Action, there are cases where we wonder why merit doesn't reveal itself in spite of our earnest and high degree of faith. At such times, rather than suspecting you may entertain doubt about the Kohanzen, it's better to ask yourself whether you're guilty of any slander. Because a person who is contemptuous, hating, jealous, or holds grudges will realize no benefit. The first 10 of the 14 slanders described by Nichiren reflects on ways we might be behaving toward the law. And if you aren't receiving benefit, you might want to reflect on whether you're acting in any of these ways. Are you being arrogant, negligent, carrying wrong views of the self, having shallow understanding? Are you attached to earthly desires, not understanding, not believing, scowling with knitted brows, harboring doubts, or slandering? Slander of the law means to deny, oppose, disparage, or vilify the correct Buddhist teaching. Of course, all of these can happen from time to time. I think it's really a question of whether we dig in our heels and refuse to change, clutching and holding on to our beliefs and refusing to entertain anything new, whether we're cultivating and nurturing doubts and spending lots of time with them. Studying to resolve doubts and slander will strengthen your faith, but nurturing doubts can create a loss of faith, so take them seriously. Nichiren says, quote, suppose there's a ship that sails on the open sea. Though the ship is stoutly built, if it's flooded by a leak, those on the ship are sure to drown together. Though the embankment between the rice fields is firm, if there's an anthole in it, then surely in the long run it will not remain full of water. So bail the seawater of slander and disbelief out of the ship of your life and solidify the embankments of your faith. The last 4 slanders concern attitudes towards people who believe in and practice the law. Again, self-reflect and ask yourself, am I despising, hating, envying, or bearing grudges against fellow members? Now, of course, we don't always agree with or get along with fellow members. The question is, really, are we trying to work through the differences, or are we holding on to these attitudes? In the 4th volume of the Lotus Sutra, it says, if anyone sees a person who accepts and upholds the sutra and tries to expose the faults or evils of that person, whether what he speaks is true or not, he will in his present existence be afflicted. Take these teachings to heart and always remember that believers in the Lotus Sutra should absolutely be the last to abuse one another. Those who have faith in the Sutra are Buddhists, and to slander a Buddha is a grave offense. As Bodhisattva Never Disparaging pointed out, all people have the Buddha nature, and if they embrace the Lotus Sutra, they will never fail to attain Buddhahood. Then he pointed out that to slight a person is to slight the Buddha himself, so he made it his practice to revere all people. In summary, today we looked at the less obvious reasons why one might not be receiving benefit from the practice. This includes 10 ways we might be slandering the law. Then we looked at the 4 ways we might be acting towards other people, and particularly other practitioners. And as always, I love hearing from you. I'm always interested to hear what you think about what's going on here and any ideas that you have for things that you would like to hear about. And if you like this, share it with people. I have no problems with you sharing my blogs with people. And I'll see you in a month, on the first Thursday of next month.